Welcome to October's Send It sessions, and we have just had a crazy Send It session of our very own here in the south of France for the Defi Wind Superstars. Absolutely crazy. Stay tuned to the channel, big video coming about that. But let's get into October's Send It sessions. We've got action from Denmark, we've got Peru, Scotland, we're even going to Brazil. But kicking us off in Maui is Graham Ezzy, and after 6 months in Hamburg, he was ready for a holiday.
I just got back to Maui after being gone since March, which is I think the longest I've been gone in over 10 years from the island, from home. And came with the whole family, littlest one, just 6 months. He was born in Europe. We came back here, and I have missed Maui so much. Tried to get in the water as much as I could while being based out of Germany, but it's not a whole lot. We've scored with the conditions. It's been really good since I've been here. Luckily my wife has been filming a bit, so we got some footage and we've had really good conditions. I've been working on my flow and my speed on the wave. Had some funny sessions where, you know, I felt like this session of my life, and I thought my wife was filming it. I came in, it turned out she wasn't, and I was so bummed. I went to the car almost crying. We had a lot of fun in the second session as well. And unfortunately we've got to head back to Europe for the PWA event in France. I would love to stay on Maui, but duty calls and we'll head back to Europe for the PWA World Cup in Cairo.
So Graham Ezzy on his way back to France, actually just up the road from here. Let's hope we get as much wind as we've got today or yesterday, and it will be a very good PWA event. But next up, we're going to the flat waters, the warm weather of Brazil, and we're catching up with one of the Vast boys, George, who's been practicing the shifties.
We're here in Jericoacoara on a 6-week trip. So far we've scored some epic conditions. And yeah, here's some of the action. In Jerry, there's two real spots that we sail. The main spot in the town, which is like a point break, but it's perfect little knee-high stunt ramps for freestyle on starboard tack. It's where I'm learning to shifty. Epic. It's like the perfect flat water destination. You've got a little sand spit out into the lagoon and it creates this flat water spot, and it's like windsurfing on glass. It's amazing. To get there as well is just epic. You drive on the dune buggies over the beach, you go over these little wooden ferries with the local guys pushing you across with little outboard motors, and it's all a big adventure to get there. You get through the dunes and you just come to this lagoon in the middle of nowhere, and it's always 5 knots windier there than it is anywhere else. had a great few weeks so far. We've got a few more to go. Hopefully we get some more epic conditions and we keep going on those shifties. And yeah, stay tuned. Woo!
Yeah, those shifties are blimmin' painful, trust me. I made a video about that and I said, if I don't make one, I'm gonna have to shave my hair. Yeah, as you can tell, it didn't go very well, so good luck with that, George. It's definitely going to be an interesting follow. And talking of interesting follow, next up, we're going away from the trade winds, the consistent, predictable winds, and we're going to Northern Europe. And when the session's on, it is on. And you have to do what you got to do. And that might mean waking up very early.
And yeah, it was worth to get up really early. I mean, even though it was super early, it was quite important that we were down there at 7 o'clock. It worked from 7, and 9 o'clock it was finished. It turned onshore and dropped. So yeah, it was super important to get early up. We got some good waves, and then it's always worth going. So thanks for watching, and if you like it, remember to subscribe and press like and all that, and see you again next time.
Bloody love Denmark, absolutely amazing conditions. Yes, an early start, probably pretty cold, but they scored it. Some really nice down the line conditions. And talking of down the line conditions, yeah, we're gonna go over to Peru next. Now this place has been on my bucket list for a while. I've never been, but after watching this video, we were sent in by Nicholas, I am raring to go once again. Check out this spot.
Aloha, my name is Nicholas. I'm a French windsurfer. I now live in Hawaii, Oahu, Honolulu. And a couple of weeks ago I decided to look at the forecast for Peru in Pacasmayo, and I decided to jump on the plane because it looked really, really, really good. Pacasmayo is pretty far. It's in the north of Peru, about 2 hours from Chicama. So it takes about 24 hours to get there from Hawaii or from Europe. It's a nice place, nice little town with good restaurants, good seafood, pretty cheap, pretty mellow, very quiet. So if you want to go for partying or night clubbing, it's probably not the place for you. The conditions were pretty amazing. The wave is so long and so clean, I've never seen that before. You can lean as much as you want in the bottom turn, and you don't really have to worry about chops and stuff like that, so it's pretty insane.
Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream.
It takes a long time to go back upwind to the peak because the wind is quite light. It's 4750, I would say, most of the time, and there's a lot of current, so it takes maybe 10-15 minutes to go back to the peak and catch the next wave. But it is so worth it, because at the end of the wave you're so tired, your arms are burning, your legs are burning, that it takes a little while to recover from such a long ride. The wave is quite forgiving. It doesn't hold you down too long when you crash, like here in Hawaii. So It's good for all kind of levels, I would say. Whether you want to improve your skills, or if you're more advanced and you want to throw some nice cutbacks, 360s, aerials, you can find some sections in the wave to do that. So overall, it's a great place for everybody. You have to be careful because there's a lot of current, especially when it's mast high, like it was the first few days. If you lose your gear, the gear just goes downwind and it's a very long swim. So you want to be careful about that. However, when it's logo high, it's really, really safe, and overall an awesome place. If you decide to pull the trigger and go, which you should, the best is between May and October. I think you want to stay at El Hotel El Faro because it's right on the spot. So you leave your gear set up and you don't have to worry. The people are super friendly, very helpful. So overall, a great experience.
That is exactly what we want you guys to do. We want more of that sort of stuff. The normal guys going on a trip, going on a session, sending your videos in, and we will turn it in and put it in the Send It session. Don't forget Alfie at Windsurfing.TV if you want to get involved. But we've got one more clip left this week, and it comes from Bonnie, Scotland. Yes, the RAF boys have been up there for a competition. It looks like they scored it, but they've also been having a bit of fun with a foil and a tandem.
Hey Ben and Alfie, we are just sending you what we think is a world first, a tandem windsurfer towing a wing foil. Obviously we were inspired by Ben doing this a little while ago behind a single windsurfer, but we thought we'd go one better and do it on the tandem. Beautiful day, sunny, offshore winds, nice flat water. So we dragged the tandem out and had to go with the foil. We're pretty pleased we managed to get up first time. We got Trigger on the back on a 7.5, I think it was, and Jimbo at the front on a 5.5. And then me towing behind on the foil.
Hoping one day it works out in the end.
Oh my God!
Quite make the jibe, but managed to get up and going again first time the next go. So again, really pleased. Got a bit more speed this time, which was great, and then I had to jump off because it got shallow. I hope you enjoy it. We certainly had a great time, and then we had a great competition in Tiree in a range of conditions for the rest of the RF Windsurfing Championships. So thanks a lot, hope you enjoy it.
So yeah, I reckon that was a world's first. Top job, boys, top job, and that is it for October's Send It sessions. Like I said before, send us in your sessions. We want to see you guys, the normal guys, just whatever you've been up to. If you score some good conditions, could be flat water, could be waves, we want it all. Just record the voice, send us the action, and Alfie will mix it together. Send it to Alfie at Windsurfing.TV. Gotta say a massive thanks to everyone supporting the channel, the Beer Money members. You are making this happen. So I've got to say massive thanks to these legends. Yes, these are the newest recruits of the Windsurfing.TV family. So there we go. Stay tuned to the channel. Loads more coming. We are about to go down to the speed strip now. It's apparently blowing 40-50 knots. I actually can't walk after doing the Defi, so I'm not even sure I'm going to make it. It might be too dangerous, but I'm going to film. So stay tuned. See you next time. Oh, subscribe, like, and all that shenanigans.